Bitcoin has broken out to the downside. Do we have to prepare ourselves now for the fact that we'll see falling prices over the next few months? Are we now in the middle of this crash, or do we still have the chance to go up to $79,000 as the forecast originally predicted? You'll find out all about that in today's video. We have very important things to discuss. Watch it from beginning to end. I'd say we jump right in. And with that, hello and a warm welcome to a new video here on my channel. It's me, Marcus, and today I'm giving you an important crypto market update. We have a lot of things to discuss. That means please stay tuned from beginning to end. Yesterday was the most important day for cryptocurrencies, the Federal Reserve interest rate decision, and today we have to place the results of that decision into today's context and bring it from the small perspective into the big picture so we know how Bitcoin will behave until the end of the week. How will Bitcoin behave next week, but also over the next few months? What's more likely, 100K, 50K? Which direction are we heading in? You'll find out all that in today's video. That also means before we really get started, please go below this video and leave a thumbs up. I'd be very happy if you could just hit that like button. It pushes the algorithm and gives me a chance to be seen here on YouTube. Also, feel free to leave a comment for the algorithm down below. Just type something like thanks or thanks Max, great analysis, whatever. Yeah, I'd really appreciate it if you left a comment for the algorithm. Now let's dive into the financial markets. Looking at Bitcoin on the 30-minute time frame, also visible on the hourly or 15-minute time frame, we can see that we formed a head and shoulders pattern. And this head and shoulders pattern is naturally predestined for a breakout to the downside. And here, friends, is a very, very important message for you. Before this head and shoulders pattern broke out, I showed it to you in my free Telegram group and warned you that a downward move could be coming. I even drew in a price target of $70,860. That means this price target has now been perfectly hit. The link to the free Telegram community is in the video description, by the way. So we've clearly broken out to the downside for now. Also important, from now on, there's a market update on LEVEX every morning around 8 or 8:15. That's actually very important. But even more importantly, you can win $100 just by commenting below. Under every market update on LEVEX, which you can comment on for free, just register via my link in the description. Then you can qualify for $100. So one of the 139 people who commented can win 100 USDT. The winner of the market update from, I think, March 17th, that should be March 16th or 17th, one of those will be shown down here. Every winner will always be displayed down here. Congratulations to you. You've won the 100 USDT. They'll be arriving in the next day or two directly to your wallet on LEVEX. So, friends, the situation here is that we're definitely still in a bearish episode right now. It looks like the market is continuing to drop here as well. Personally, I'm leaning towards us filling this wick and currently being in a bottoming out phase. Of course, the market could break out further to the downside, but it's important to state clearly that it's not that likely for the market to break down further from here, even though it could happen, right? I really want to give you some clear guidance here. We've reached the price target of the head and shoulders. That means a comeback to the upside is quite realistic here. Then basically we've filled a CME gap that opened up right here. That was the CME gap from Monday. We've filled this CME gap perfectly now. So that's also a bullish sign and an indicator of a comeback to the upside. Then we have another CME gap up here accordingly, which will likely be filled as well. Then we have a fear and greed index that has actually calmed down again. It was even at 40 or even 50 at times. If I remember correctly, it must have been relatively high. And basically, I'd say the highest probability is that we'll see another comeback towards $79,000. So if you ask me personally what's happening in the market, I'll give you a very clear answer. Please, friends, don't hold me to it. That's my forecast. If you trade based on this, please take full responsibility for your own actions. In the end, out of 4 of my trades, 3 are perfectly hedged with 1,000 in profit already realized. I'm not even in a position to make a loss anymore. That means, of course, I'm already in a privileged position here. But what do I think will happen now? Bitcoin is giving me a lot of clues right now. Even if you look at the RSI, how heavily oversold we were, it could drop back into that oversold territory again. Meaning, if we head down again, that could certainly happen once more. But basically, on the whole, I'm expecting more of a comeback to the upside here. So personally, I assume the market will move back up from here. We've seen the interest rate decision now. The interest rate decision actually had a direct negative impact on the market. That means we broke down very sharply. What does very sharply mean? Not even very, very sharply, but we did break down. Why not that sharply? Quite simply, because exactly what was predicted ended up happening. We got the announcement that it's staying, won't be cut, and it stayed that way. Meaning this news was more or less already priced into the market. This means the market already reacted to this rate decision earlier this week, starting Saturday or Sunday, with a 99.1% chance that the key rate wouldn't be cut. And now we've tested exactly the level that's relevant for that. So here's the news. I mean, why did we go up here? Because the news that this is the case was factored in here, and then the market went back down as a result, which is just a normal correction. So I personally strongly believe that we're currently at the bottom in this phase. For me personally, this is definitely an area where I'd say I could certainly justify a long trade without much worry. I mean, friends, we're at $70,500. What are we talking about here? We're talking about whether to open a long trade at $70,500 or rather enter a short trade. It's quite clear. I can fully justify making a long trade here. I can fully justify continuing to buy more Bitcoin, yes. Personally, I assume we're currently in a bottoming out phase, and to be blunt, after that, we'll likely go up to this area. This doesn't necessarily have to happen. It's a probability, yes. That means there's a 70 to 75% chance this is just a fake move that'll eventually let the market rise again. Probably by early next week, we'll be at $79,000, maybe even $80,000. I just believe now that this movement currently entering the market is there to close the pump that started this week, and with it, the CME gap, not there, but there, and thus close the CME gap that opened up because of it. Then we have a CME gap at the top. We have many, many indications suggesting that we'll continue to move further upwards. The market is increasingly getting scared again and thinking, oh, the interest rate decision came out. We've always fallen sharply after interest rate decisions, and the market is naturally meant to show you that, oh, the market's falling again. People sell their Bitcoins at $70,000, and then the market shoots up. Then people get scared again, buy back in, and at $70,000, the crash will likely happen. Please also note that my main forecast isn't that Bitcoin goes to 79, 80, $81,000, but my main forecast is this crash. Trading long now is ultimately just a small intermediate step on the way to the short position, because why should I sit around for a week knowing how the market's moving, basically long for now, and not trade it? Of course I'm trading that. Many have also asked me, hey, if you pull your forecast down a bit, then it actually fits very, very well. It could of course be that someone, or that I miscalculated the top here a bit, which wouldn't be a bad thing. I mean, we've already made enough profits through the forecast, but it could also be that there was a bit of a miscalculation here and that the top is already in and that we basically already have the second fake out down here. That's quite possible. Personally, I would have expected a test of the 200 EMA, but I'll wait until the end of the week. Does that mean I've already sold everything accordingly? No, I haven't yet. Will I sell everything if the market continues straight down? No, I won't, because my scenario wouldn't be 100% validated then. When will I sell everything? I'll sell everything when the market tests the 200 EMA on the 12-hour time frame, exactly as I said. Even if the market runs against me a bit, it doesn't mean my forecast is invalidated. My main forecast isn't necessarily that the market goes up there either. My main forecast is that the market runs into this target zone. That's the target zone, and that's ultimately the forecast, yes, that I'm setting up here. That means I assume the market is currently outmaneuvering people, tricking them, yes, scaring people that the market's falling. Oh no, what should we do? And then the market will likely shoot up very, very, very steeply and very, very, very quickly in no time. And that's probably what's going to happen. The market will likely go up here to these price targets. Up here, I'll start selling my cryptos. Up here, I'll start building short positions and then trade a 35 to 40% correction downwards. That is my plan. For Ethereum, I've set up a slightly different forecast. There you can see how it could also play out even with Bitcoin. Yes, here's the strong upward momentum. Please just take a look at this. We have an incredibly strong upward momentum here, and now we're seeing a downward impulse for the first time. Yes, and here we can just wait until the next upward momentum comes back again. So getting a counter impulse like this right now is completely normal. In the end, what we have here is movement, correction, movement. Yes, this is just very normal market behavior that we're seeing here. It's really nothing out of the ordinary. Yes, that means everything is fine just the way it's going right now. Yes, so it's not like things are going, oh my god, really, really, really weird. One can certainly say that as well. What's also very, very important, friends, I think the scenario is clear for now. LEVEX announced a whale bonus yesterday. That means everyone who deposits $100,000 on LEVEX via my link gets 5,000 USDT on top. This is limited to very few people because it costs the exchange a lot of money. But for those of you who naturally have more capital, yes, and want to trade with it, anyone who deposits $100,000 via my link gets $5,000 from LEVEX on top. This is a really, really amazing promotion. The old bonuses still apply too. So deposit $3K, get a $600 bonus. Deposit $10,000, get a $1,200 bonus. That still applies, of course, but it must be said clearly, whoever deposits $100,000 now gets $5,000, and that's a lot of money, friends. That is a lot of money. That's exclusive for those who sign up through my link. the link is the first link down in the video description. There you can secure the $5,000 plus you get VIP 5, which saves you future maker and taker fees. That means you basically save on future fees and trading costs, making it cheaper than BitGet, BingX, and all other crypto exchanges. Plus, up here, friends, exclusive trading signals. You get exclusive trading signals when you sign up on LEVEX using my link. The whole thing is completely free. Plus, if you've signed up through me, you can also participate in daily giveaways. That, as I said, is completely free. Only the people who want to trade obviously have to deposit money, just like everywhere else. Yes, but today, the market update from March 19th is coming out again. Also, if you comment there again, you will accordingly be able to qualify for the $100 giveaway every day. On that note, friends, please give a thumbs up and leave a comment for the algorithm. See you then. Bye.